About 2 years ago, I started to experience a lot of discomfort in the inside of my left knee, and this was mainly sort of after running and things like that. Initially it used to go away, but then it didn't, and it sort of got worse. My GP then referred me for physiotherapy, which I had numerous sessions, and unfortunately that didn't really help. I was then referred to the knee clinic. I went to the knee clinic, and after a thorough investigation, really, with scans and x-rays and things like that, I was diagnosed with an arthritic condition which was basically causing my leg to bow. The suggested or recommended procedure for this was an osteotomy. As I said to you earlier, I had no idea what an osteotomy was. I'd never heard of osteotomy before. I'd only knew knee replacements, and everyone's saying to me, well, we'll be having a knee replacement, you will. Anyway, the knee clinic suggested osteotomy. They showed me all sorts of diagrams using one of these things, etc. Very thorough, so I knew what the procedure was going to entail. I had this procedure about 10 months ago. It's no quick fix, but it took a really good 6 months to notice an improvement, but it was a good improvement, I've got to say. Anything from just walking to running up and down stairs, things like that. I'm a keen cyclist. I like to go mountain biking, so I can do that sort of thing. I'm a regular gym user as well. So in all, I mean, I've been very, very pleased with the outcome. There was a lot of pain with most things. I'm a decorator by trade, so I'm down on my knees, up and down. It was things like that, getting up and down. Certainly going to the gym, there was a lot of things there I couldn't do. Squatting, certainly, so I could squat but not comfortably. Now, as I think, it's these little things that I'm finding out. I could squat on my right leg, do squats on my right leg, but I couldn't on my left. No way. Now I can do them on my left, no problem at all. But like I said, it's not a quick fix. It took time, and I'm still now, 10 months on, I'm still discovering things. Hey, I can do that. Stretching, all sorts of stretches I can do, and comfortably. I had been running. I'm not going to run anymore. I was advised not to run, but the amazing thing is I can, if I wanted to, running across the road, running up and down the stairs, things like that, where beforehand, no. And do it comfortably, and that's really great. Oh, absolutely, I'm competitively cycling, yeah, I'm doing enduros, races and things like that, so that's really good. To be honest, really, I can't really. I can't think of anything I can't do that I'm trying to think. It's a good question. No, see, I can. As I was showing you earlier, I can jump up and down. I can do. It's amazing what I can do with it. I don't think there's anything. It's not stopping me. It's the quality of my life has been dramatically brought back by having that done. Oh. Definitely. So I'm 51. I'm 51. Sorry, can't you say that? Yeah, Mr. Gibb kept referring to me as a young man. Well, initially, Mr. Gibb kept talking about he would sit here and say, "Oh, an osteotomy," and he didn't sort of go any further than that. And I'm thinking, what's an osteotomy? And yeah, no, but like I said, he just explained it to me. He showed me the videos. He showed me this and the other. And it was amazing. I mean, the most amazing one since having the procedure done is that there's the X-rays. That I don't know if you'll be able to show them. Is they showed X-ray. Basically, he stood me up. He got running a plumb line from my hip down to my ankle, and on this one, the line went beautiful, and it went straight to the middle of the kneecap, like that, no problem at all. But when we did this one, the kneecap wasn't anywhere near, right over, out of the way, and now it's back in again. You see where they've shaped it back in. Yeah. And I think that's probably now why I can do the squats and things again, because how they brought it back in, to where it should be. 1st of May 2015, I had the procedure. No, I'm going to get better. Definitely, noticeably the quadricep muscle became reduced on my left leg, and because I'm now regularly back into the gym, I have a spin bike at home and things like that, it's definitely rebuilding. And it's something I'm aiming at. Mr. Gibb thoroughly recommended building up the muscles around my legs as much as I possibly could. If I hadn't had this procedure, it would then cause extra wear and tear on my ankle and on my hip. So it was, even if it hadn't have improved as much as it has improved it still would have been a beneficial procedure because of the wear and tear. Of course, it was then going to leave on my hip and on my ankle. So that's another reason why I certainly went ahead and decided to have it done. It's better than I expected. It's better than I expected. I certainly didn't think that I would become as I said, because it wasn't a quick fix. At 3 months, I was still on crutches. I'm thinking, come on, okay, I know it's going to take long. And then I was I would obviously periodically come and see Mr. Gibb, and then he said, "Oh, you'll be onto a walking stick, etc." And it was still uncomfortable. And I can remember seeing him at about 5.5 months. And still thinking, I'm getting up out of the chair and it's uncomfortable. And I said to him, I said, because I looked online and they said, 6 months. And I've got to say that I saw him, like I said, it wasn't about 5.5 months. And I'm not joking, within about 2 weeks of that, hit the 6 months mark. Incredible how it started to change. People would say to me, "Oh, you're walking better." I suppose because I was doing it day to day, you don't think about it. But when people said to me, "Look, how well you're walking, etc." Yeah, it's walking about. Oh yes, I think I would. If you're saying did the other leg needed doing at some stage, and that was the recommended procedure, then without fail, I would definitely do it. If they are in the same league as me, then yes, I would say certainly go for it. So 98%, no question about that, absolutely. I'm delighted with it, I really am. I can't really say any more than that about it, really. He's really good. I mean, I can run, I can ride, I can run. Like I said to you earlier, I can run. I'm not going to. I'm going to love my knee, Mr. Gibb. Yes. But yeah, that's amazing because beforehand I couldn't. I tapped in osteotomy and hey presto, it came up with various things. But I didn't feel that it gave me, it didn't, I think what I'm trying to say is it didn't seem to be aimed at someone like me, someone my age. My sort of that sort of thing, yeah, that sort of thing. It seemed to be sort of aimed at older people, certainly, because the videos they showed, and they showed people that had the procedure, etc. And I'm going to say I couldn't do it. Mr. Gibb was the only really knee person I spoke to, so I was guided by him. And that was, it certainly was, that was the reason why I went ahead and done it. Yes, no point. I don't, unfortunately, no. My friends are all too young.
So you'll be the first. You'll be the first.
Yeah, but if anybody come to me and said to me, this has been offered to me, I would certainly recommend it, definitely.